And the fact that we are so big, we're the second biggest employer in the Heidelberg region, for example, after SAP, also means that the SRH brand is well known all throughout Germany, which makes a difference for our students and graduates when they're looking for a job after finishing their studies.
And why is it important that we are a foundation? You know, there are a lot of players in the market. We're for-profit colleges. We are actually a charitable foundation. That means that we are commercially operating, obviously, but all the profit that we generate remains in the system. With all those profits, we are able to reinvest, for example, in campuses like this.
Or the new campus in Munich that just opened now in October. I don't know if you guys knew about it, but every year we will also either invest in our facilities or invest in opening a new campus, because we are a non-profit foundation and the profit stays in the family.
Obviously, today we will be focusing on the higher education part and on our universities. So today we are at SRH University Campus Berlin, but actually we have different universities. We have a full research-oriented scientific university, EBS University. You will learn about EBS later from our colleagues. Today, obviously, we are on the Berlin campus of SRH University, but we not only have in Berlin and Munich campuses, but at 18 different locations in Germany. So if you work with us, you pretty much cover Germany in total. We also have a full distance learning university, which is not so relevant for you guys because they mainly teach in German, but also they have some English programs that they introduced in the past years. So if you are interested in our distance learning university, please talk to me or Oana or any of our colleagues. SRH also operates not only in Germany, but we actually have a university in the Netherlands, SRH Haarlem, you might have heard about, with around 400 students. And we also have a university in Paraguay, the German Paraguayan University, where actually you get a degree that is equally recognized in Paraguay and in Germany. Obviously today we will be focusing on Germany as a study destination. We are in a market that is very, very dynamic. This slide is from our lovely colleagues from Navitas. You know that we work with Navitas and they operate our SRH International College in Heidelberg, Berlin, and soon also in Munich. Navitas is really good at keeping data and analyzing them, so we thought we'd take the data and show you guys. If you look in the past, you know, the market is constantly growing. And if you look in the outlook, there will be 67% more students who will be seeking higher education, not in their home country, but abroad. That means business for you and business for us. Yeah, but you know, where do these students gonna go? As I mentioned, it's a very, very challenging time at the moment. If you compare the global study destinations, the US, UK, Canada, but also Australia, policy changes make life very difficult, but I guess you know it better than I do because you probably send students also there. So let's focus maybe on the US for a minute. The prediction says that we are anticipating about 40% drop in student numbers. The reasons I don't think that I have to explain.
Political volatility, let's call it like this.
You know, when a big market like the US is changing visa regulations every day almost, that makes it very, very difficult to recruit, and it creates also not a good buzz among students. US is of course still very important and will be important, but other destinations like Germany or the Netherlands are on the rise.
And I think, if you're looking at the size of Germany as a study destination, and even maybe Europe as a whole, it's right now the biggest study destination that doesn't have restrictions, and especially Germany. There are no restrictions when it comes to study places. There's a stay-back option of 18 months to allow students enough time to find a job, and we also know that there's a strong political willingness to support skilled internationals to come study here and look for a job in Germany, because demographically, Germany just doesn't have enough population to keep the economy going. There's a loss of 3% of workforce every year because of a negative natality. It doesn't mean that Germany wants everybody. So German companies are demanding when it comes to what type of employees they would like to have, skilled, competent, and so on. But there are a lot of job offers on the market that match very well as well the programs that we offer. You have tens of thousands of vacancies in the tech area. Same in the healthcare sector. Whenever we develop new programs, and you will see our new programs in a few minutes, we would always check what is required on the job market and what kind of vacancies are there to make sure that from the start the students have this opportunity to study a program that is demanded.
Yeah. In fact, official data shows that by 2036, 19.5 million people in Germany will retire due to their age. We have a very fast aging population. In the meantime, only 12 million people will enter the workforce. So that leaves us with a massive gap on the labor market. So the German government needed to take action and actually made it possible that streamlined immigration for students is possible, dual citizenship is possible, but we will cover that later. What I'm trying to say is Germany needs talent, and international students are the best of the best talent.
Especially those who graduate from German universities. And I think also the point is here that when you have this political willingness long-term to encourage talent to come to your country, you don't have the same risks of things happening like in the US or in Canada for different reasons, but where a bit panic mode, decisions overnight with cancelling resident permits for students that are already in Canada, it won't happen in Germany. Also because Germany is a bit more bureaucratic than that, it will take much longer to implement such a move. But joke aside, there is a very strong political agenda to encourage skilled internationals to come and establish themselves in Germany, and that's very important for the long-term business development of our business and your business.
Yeah. So Germany has the market in some numbers. In total, we have around 2.8 million students. Out of those students, around over 400,000 students are international students. And the tendency is actually fast growing. We are predicting that we will be soon, in the next 1 to 3 years, reaching 500,000 international students
It's
in
almost
Germany.
there now. It's almost 500,000 now. 409.
That's true. Just paying attention that you're paying attention. So Germany is the #1 non-English speaking study destination, which makes us super, super happy, and actually the 4th largest study destination. And this is quite remarkable because, in front of us are the US, UK, Australia. Those are English-speaking countries. They have a very long tradition recruiting international students, but Germany is on the rise with your help, obviously, and with the English taught offering of many, many universities like SRH. But where are these students coming from?
Well, I don't know. Let's try to guess a bit. How many nationalities do you think we have on campus here in Berlin?
100.
You 60? I heard 60.
90.
Who gives more?
It's 90.
Who gives more?
100.
Who gives more?
90.
50.
We have 140 nationalities here in Berlin.
Wow.
And overall, we do see that Germany attracts students from all over the world. Yes, India is, since last year, the biggest source of students coming to Germany. It overtook China, who used to be, up until last year, the #1 source. We do see a strong interest when it comes to our programs in the School of Technology, of course, and Business from India, but overall, all our programs are actually quite diverse. And that's generally a very positive factor to have.
The German Academic Exchange Service regularly surveys the international students in Germany, and 2/3 of the students, degree-seeking students, wish to stay in Germany. That matches the government aim also to keep the international students, at least for a while, but possibly also for more. The Federal Statistic Bureau also actually measures how people who live in Germany but don't have the German nationality earn. And guess what? Indians earn higher than the average German, but it's also true for other nationalities. So especially students
I think
who
it was
came...
Indian Americans and Eastern Europeans.
Eastern Europeans, yeah. So especially the students who came to Germany, who study here and then get a job, has higher wages than the average German. And I guess this is a pretty good selling point.
We're going to move to introduce our campuses and our new programs. I mean, I do assume most of you already know us quite well, so I'm not going to talk too much about our existing programs. Just highlight the new programs. Then we will quickly introduce EBS, our sister university, and move on with the rest of our agenda and allow our professors and students to come and talk to you about their programs, their jobs, and their hopes for their professional future. I think you can see the map with our campuses on the screens. We have 18 campuses in total,
wow.
out of which 8 would have predominantly German programs, and 10 campuses have international programs as well, so taught in English. The biggest ones are Berlin and Heidelberg, where we can offer technology, business, basically most of our programs. Berlin is the one with the biggest offer of international programs. We have creative programs here as well, alongside the tech and the business programs. All our programs are structured in 5 main schools. The School of Arts, Information and Media, Business and Law School, the School of Architecture and Technology, the School of Health Sciences, and the School of Psychology. The first 3 have a lot of programs in English. The Health and Psychology, they focus mainly on German taught programs because those programs have a very strong clinical component part, so practice part, that needs to be done in German language. And I will introduce those programs to you and what offers or packages we have with German language in terms of German language for the students who are interested in the healthcare industry. I hope you can, it's a bit small, but I'll just tell you what's new at the School of Business and Law. For the first time in English, we have now law programs. We have a we have a law program at bachelor level, and a law and technology program at master level. They will start in 2026. AI for Business started in October this year for the first time. We have several AI-related programs at both bachelor and master level. Obviously, the developments in AI will affect a lot education and employment and how things are done. So it's very important to equip our students with how to handle AI and how to integrate it in a positive way in their workflow. Another program that I think it's of high interest to you guys, we had requests over the past years, is the Master in Finance that we're planning to start in Heidelberg and Munich in October 2026 with some very, very interesting specializations like FinTech, for example. By the way, if you're interested in picking up one of our new brochures, they're set on the tables just right behind. So you will have the new programs in the brochure, as well as you're all doing ISEF afterwards. We will have the price lists at the table at ISEF. So if you want to come by, pick up a price list. I'm sorry, I had them delivered directly at ISEF, and we didn't manage to bring them here for today. But you can come by our table and pick up a price list so that you have the list of our programs with the prices, as well as the listing of the new programs. Also at bachelor level, we will have a couple of new specializations. In our International Business Administration program, we will have sports management, which also has been requested by some of you in the past years, as well as a specialization in finance for that. At the MBA level, we will have 2 new specializations, marketing intelligence and human resource management, here in Berlin. And hopefully soon we will be able to add finance and supply chain management as well. At the School of Technology and Architecture, we have some very, very hot bachelor programs coming up. We have biotechnologies, we have civil engineering coming, as well as an SAP bachelor program in cooperation with SAP that we will teach in Heidelberg, as well as chemical engineering here in Berlin. How do you find so far our new programs? Just testing a bit
Good.
the interest.
Good?
Good.
Great.
You know, when we are developing new programs, obviously we consult the industry, but we also work closely together with the portal Make It in Germany. That's a portal of the Federal Republic, the federal government, where you can look up how many open positions are available in Germany at the moment due to the shortage of skilled professionals. So, for example, in the IT area or in the engineering area, there is a huge demand for qualified people, and we try to match, you know, our offering and also, obviously, our graduates.
I mean, every time we develop a new program, we will first check the job market and the companies to see if there's a demand for that program, and then we will check the demand on the student side to see if we can sell the program successfully to students. So we always cross-reference these two parts, and the fact that we are an applied sciences university means that we work with professors. Our professors are actually also professionals in the field that they teach, so they're very well connected and closely connected with the industry and with companies that operate in that particular field, so they have a really direct access to what's needed on the job market in their industry, and that's really important because that's what guarantees jobs after graduation to our students. This is how we came up with a couple of new master programs as well at the School of Technology, like Smart Energy, like Biotechnology at master level as well, Health Informatics, and Digital Engineering. Joining our portfolio. I mean, we do start to have quite a strong portfolio when it comes to technology in Berlin as well as in Heidelberg, and we are starting to expand a bit to Leipzig for this engineering and tech programs because we see, like Berlin, for example, we have to close the application about a month earlier than all the other campuses because we run out of study places. So maybe keep this in mind, even if we have rolling admissions. We are starting, due to how attractive the campus has become, we are starting to run out of study places for Berlin earlier. So don't wait last minute. If your students absolutely want Berlin and computer science, engineering, or business, they need to reserve their study place pretty fast, or they might risk to have to either defer to the next intake or choose another campus because Berlin starts to be fully booked much earlier in the year versus the other campuses. Moving on to the School of Arts, Information and Media, we will launch a bachelor in applied artificial intelligence as well as product design, like car design, industrial design, here in Berlin, gaming as well in Heidelberg, all our programs that we've had demands from you in the past couple of years. At master level, we have bioinformatics that is coming up, and a restructuring of the applied data science and artificial intelligence with some new specializations that we didn't have before.
Generally speaking, most of our creative industries programs are available here in Berlin. Berlin is a creative hub of Germany, obviously, so you can study music, audio design, communication design, you name it. So if you have students who are interested in the creative fields, then Berlin is a good place not only for studying, but also finding a job in the creative industries.
Well, for the other industries, I always find that Berlin is a great place to study. But if we're looking at where our graduates are actually working, they're going to be primarily in Baden-Württemberg and Bavaria, in Hamburg up north, as well as in North Rhine-Westphalia, because these are the regions with the highest number of vacancies in tech and business, the highest salaries in tech and business. So we do see that, yes, maybe they're attracted to Berlin for the studies, but the advantage of Germany being a federal country is that you can go and look for a job anywhere else in Germany. And each region has an economic capital that is actually a strong economic center in its own right. It's not like UK where you have London and Greater London or Paris area that concentrate 80% of the employability and the high salaries with also very high living costs. Germany is very spread out, and that's a very good, it brings good opportunities for the students. much more than if it's concentrated around the capital. Before we move to EBS, a few words on the healthcare and psychology schools. So for this programs, we do have now nutrition and social work that will be offered in English next year. But for all the other bachelor programs like nursing, occupational therapy, physiotherapy, psychology, we are offering intensive German courses before they can join the German Talk program. It doesn't make sense to translate these programs in English because of the practical part and the fact that when you work in healthcare, you do need to have in Germany, with German being the mother tongue, and with knowing that everybody who comes to study in Germany, they want to stay and find a job here. Germany is not a study destination to come get a degree and return to your home country. So for this package with studies and employability, we've decided to offer intensive German courses, anything between 8 months to a year, depending on the level of the student. We do it in cooperation with very good language schools. We do it with the ID that some of you might know in Berlin and Heidelberg, and we do it with a different language school in Gera, which is our health sciences school. And then they will be able to, we bring them to a B2, C1 level, and they will be able to join the German bachelor program that will have a practical component, not from the first semester, but often from the second semester onwards. So it's really important to have a strong German level for the practical part, work with patients directly, as well as after graduation. So after the conference, I will send you a bit more information about this package because it's a bit new. I think most of you always recruited students for the English programs, but I do think these healthcare programs in German, they might require a bit more explanation to the students, but when it comes to the job opportunities, there are plenty. There's a guaranteed, with a German C1 level when they graduate the bachelor degree, there's a guaranteed job offer after graduation for them. But also the tuition fees for these programs are pretty low, and the living costs, especially in Gera, we can offer accommodation in Gera under 200 euros a month. Oh, really? And there's a very strong political willingness to attract internationals in Gera by the city mayor that supports us in bringing students there. So I will send you all a bit more information, a bit more detailed information on this, because I do think there's a quite strong potential in the healthcare sector.
Nursing is one of the areas where we need most of the people, and you might remember from the beginning, SRH is active in the healthcare industry. Actually, this is our largest area, so maybe you can study with us and also later work for us.
We took it as a promise. We took it as a promise.
Maria, would you like to maybe come and announce Munich? As you're here.
Give a big applause to Maria from Navitas.
Good morning. Want to pray? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning everyone. It's a big pleasure to see you all. So, my name is Maria and I'm Director of Admission and Marketing for SRH International College. And we cover colleges of Navitas here in Berlin, in beautiful Heidelberg, and soon we are opening Munich, college in Munich, where we will have programs where we prepare your students to SRH engineering programs and international business programs. And we also prepare students for creative programs here in Berlin. So we, with SRH, you all covered. We cover students who are not ready with English or with GPA, you still keep them with SRH because with college you can prepare all at once. So, as Oana said, it's SRH, all you need to cover whole Germany. So, I'm hope to see your students in Germany soon, and especially with the new opening in Munich. Thank you very much. Thank you, Anna, for this opportunity.
That's a bit of a surprise for Maria.
Navitas and SRH has entered a strategic partnership, I think it was 3 years ago. Navitas plays a pivotal role in our internationalization strategy, not only because they are bringing us students, but also because they enhance the quality of the students. So it's a double win.
So on one side, we do have direct entry for students from all markets as long as they have access to university in their home country. And of the subjects and the GPA that we require for access to bachelor, whether it's Brazil, Thailand, India. Yes, generally the Minister of Education requires 1 year of studies or the Studienkolleg. We have a bit of more flexible, focused on student success direct entry. Basically, we give the students a conditional enrollment, and they have to pass 42 credits of the first year to show that they can study at bachelor level. So we offer both. For those students who have the level, they can come directly into bachelor. If they require further preparation, we will offer the foundation program with the SRH International College, powered by Navitas. Oops. As we're taking a bit too long time versus my agenda. Just to quickly mention the online university before, they do have 2 bachelor programs and 2 master programs that are in English that might be of interest to you. You have the information as well in our brochure. One of the bachelors is actually engineering, so that might be a quite interesting topic for you. And before we move to a quick introduction of EBS, I just wanted to share that some of our market managers are here today. So I think you've had the chance to talk to them a bit before. We do have more and more market managers based in different countries. We've just added Igor in Brazil to our team recently, and a few months ago Farhana, covering sub-Saharan Africa. So we do grow our team internationally with our student numbers growing. Our team is growing as well in the market. I haven't seen Sina and Nidat from EBS. Are you guys here? Oh, here you are. You are hidden. Please join us.
We didn't hear them.
Hello. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. So my name is Ninad. I am from India, and I came here in Germany to do my masters, and I did masters with SRH Heidelberg. So I'm an alum, but I'm currently working with EBS, and it's been about 2 years that I'm working with them. Before going into any details, let me ask you, how many of you are fans of Harry Potter? And what happened to the rest of you? You don't like your childhood? 8. All right. So the reason why I asked you about Harry Potter is because our university, it's literally based in a castle. So we like to call ourselves a mini Hogwarts. And of course, later on, Sina will inform you more about it. But yeah, I just wanted to inform you that yes, we are Hogwarts. So there would be a bit of magic.
But you don't know Harry Potter, right?
Yeah. No, not really. But nevertheless, yeah, magic is still there. Now, over to you, Sina.
Thank you so much. So as Nina said, my name is Sina. I'm also in the same field with Nina in the recruitment of the international students at EBS. And as we have 5 minutes, I will go over real briefly, but if you have any questions, we're here today and at ISEF the next couple of days. So please stop at our booth, talk with us, and we can go much more in depth about EBS. I think when it comes to apps, the most important thing is that we do it for a long time now, over 50 years, and with that we're actually the oldest private business school in Germany, and in the recent 2000s we also added our law school, so law and business, this is what we do, this is our specialty, and as Nina said, we are located in our beautiful castle campus in the Rheingau region near Frankfurt, which is a pretty cool location because on the one hand side you have Frankfurt, the big city life, the metropolitan area, but our campus is a little bit more in the countryside, so you also have the Rhine River right next to EBS campus, so when you're studying in library you can actually watch the ships cross by whilst you have to study for your exams. Just real briefly about what EBS or why EBS actually exists. So basically our founder Klaus Ebert, back in the 1970s, he really thought, okay, there must be a way that we connect the theoretical education from universities a lot better with the real world, like the work experience that is needed to really succeed in the world back then and also until today. So the idea of why EBS exists is really about what we call challenge-based learning, basically connecting theoretical education like papers and all these scientific backgrounds with actual hands-on mentality, like actually working together with our company partners, over 200 companies partners, all the time join our lectures, our networking events, and work together with our students and really show them what is actually needed to succeed in today's world. And our students hands-on actually do case studies with these corporations and experience how it is really like to succeed in the work environment. Another part, and I could probably talk about that forever because it's really the specialty of EBS, but I will keep it short, is not only like the theoretical, practical education, but what comes with the whole package of EBS. And this is our leadership approach. So our students not only learn how to work, but we also try to strengthen them as a personality. So our goal is to really educate our students to also become great personalities, meaning having good leadership skills, meaning succeeding